thought for the past few weeks, something that I posted to Facebook not too long ago, that's just been going through my head over and over and over, and it was basically just the phrase, I want to feel about someone the same way I feel about my fandoms. I love my fandoms. I mean, I am head over heels, completely stupid in love with my fandoms. The MCU, Star Wars, Firefly, Doctor Who, all just the dozens of hundreds of thousands of fandoms. I don't even know how many at this point. All of these fandoms that I love them. I am absolutely in love with them. I love thinking about them. I love talking about them. I love learning about them. I love bringing them breakfast in bed, and I love holding their hands on sunset walks on the beach. I love making love. You get the point. I love my fandoms. So when I say that I wish I felt about someone the same way I feel about that fandoms, I mean I miss being in love. I've been in love before. It was a long time ago. It was definitely love. It was the same love that I have for my fans, the same level of passion and dedication that I had for this person that I have now for my fandoms. But it was a long time ago. It ended badly. I got hurt, and I haven't really felt that level of love for someone else in a really long time. I feel it for my fandoms. And I feel like those are as much as real as my love for these fandoms are. It is definitely distractions from the fact that I miss that feeling of being in love with someone, and I miss someone being in love with me. It comes down to that I'm lonely. I am. That's just a fact. I want to capture that feeling of love again that I used to feel, that I now feel for my fandoms, but it's not that easy. I've dated since then, since I was with this person. I've done online dating, I've done all kinds of dating, and I've met a lot of different people, and some have been great, some have been not so great, but I just haven't met anyone that really caught my attention as strongly as that person did, or as these fandoms do. And I don't know if that's because they just weren't the person for me, if I wasn't interested, or if it's because I'm not letting myself have that love for another person subconsciously for fear of being hurt again. That's a very real question that I have to myself. Am I subconsciously not letting myself feel feelings for another person because I don't want them to hurt me, because I'm guarded, because I'm keeping myself reserved, because I don't want to be hurt again? And if that's the case, I need to figure out how to break that, because I easily fight for and love these fandoms that aren't, they're real things, but they aren't real things. They're things. They're things. They're ideas, they're movies, they're games, they're books, but they're not people. And I want to feel that for someone and have them feel that for me. On these dates and, on dating, I wasn't looking for love at first sight. I wasn't expecting to meet someone that was just going to instantly take my breath away and just that's it, I'm in love. I don't actually believe in love at first sight. Just like Romeo and Juliet, that doesn't really work out. Love is something that you come to over time. And, I've given time to people, and it wasn't there for me. I've had times where I thought I was in love. I've had times where I had a glimpse of that feeling again, but it didn't manifest in anything more than a fleeting glimpse. And, and I ended it with that person and I ended it with the person that I just wasn't feeling it for, because there are very few things worse than being in a situation where you have strong feelings for someone and they don't return them. I've been on both sides of that relationship and on both sides of that situation before, and it sucks for both parties. Definitely more so for the person who's in love with the other person than the person who doesn't love them. But it does suck for both parties, and I don't want that anymore. I want to be in love. I want to meet a person that gets my attention and gets my focus and my passion just as much as a new MCU movie does. I want someone to share my passions with, to share my fandoms with, someone that likes the same fandoms that I do, or likes completely different fandoms, and we have maybe one or two things in common, but it's something that we can then share my fandoms with her and vice versa. I want to share my fandoms and my love and my passions for all of these things with a person, and I want them to feel that they can do the same with me. Really, just the point of this video is to say that I miss being in love with a person, and I want it again very much so. And I don't know if I'm too guarded at this point to let myself feel that again for someone, or on the complete opposite, if I'm just so ready and open to find love again that I will just, the next person that comes along, be like, yep, I love you. And it's not real, and then it sucks, and both parties are hurt in the end. But both parties could be hurt in the end of finding real love. I mean, it's a very difficult concept. It's a very complicated thing, no matter how you look at it. Forget what TV tells you or what the movies tell you. Real love, it's very complicated, and sometimes it's difficult. Love, they say love is supposed to be easy, but it's not. It's difficult. Just like my love for my fandoms. There are times when it's difficult to love them. Like DC. Like, I love DC. I love the DC characters, so it's really difficult for me when I'm not in love with the fact that Batman vs. Superman is coming out in a year. Like, I should be over the moon about that, and I'm not. Because I've been so disappointed by it before that I'm worried that's going to suck, and I'm not in love with the idea, and that sucks. That's really just the point of my video. Is I've had this thought going through my head for the past few weeks that I want to love someone the same way that I love my fandoms, and I want to feel that love, because as much as you can love your fandoms, they don't love you personally back. They love their fans, but they're not like, Trey, I love you. They're like, fans, I love you, and that's great. But I'm tired of doing this on my own. I'm tired of doing this lone wolf thing, because I'm not a lone wolf. I'm a lone puppy, at best. I'm a lone Saint Bernard dog. Not so much a wolf, but a Saint Bernard. Yeah. So it's something that's been going through my head for a while, and I wanted to share it because maybe it doesn't make sense to you. Maybe it does. Maybe what I'm saying just absolutely resonates with you and completely makes sense, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. And if you do, great. Let's talk about our feelings, because that's something I am. I as guarded as I make myself, I'm also very open with my feelings and open about my opinions and how I feel about things. I'm a very emotional person. It's just who I am. Yeah, I hope what I'm saying makes sense. I hope that I've said this in a way that you can comprehend, that I'm not just gibbering and not making any sense at all. Hopefully this makes sense. If it does, feel free to talk to me about it. I'm obviously feeling free to talk to you about it because I'm making this video. So let me know what you think. If this makes sense, let me know in the comments. Like the video, share it around so that someone else who may feel the same way can see that they're not alone and can, help put their feelings into words and help me put my feelings into better words if these words just are not making sense. Like the video, share it around, and subscribe to my channel so we can geek out some more. And let's hope that we find love. Thanks for watching. So Captain America, Thor, Hulk.